What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for SoFi Technologies with the ticker symbol SOFI. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So I haven't looked at SoFi in a while, so let's see what's been going on. Well, it's just been slowly descending lower and lower. You can see that it's following this kind of downward channel pretty nicely. You can see that we're finding resistance off the highs and support off the lows. So price is kind of in a tight downward channel as of right now. So since we just hit the lows, there's a good chance we can go up to the highs. So that's where it looks like price is doing. Looks like it's trying to push up higher. But this is also a breakout of this little congestion that we just had a couple weeks ago. So you see that's a breakout. A lot of times breakouts will come back to test that breakout level. And if we find support, we can see another leg up. If it fails, it'll come back inside the orange range and potentially even lower. So in the short term, it's still looking like we're going to be seeing the momentum continue lower. But since price is looking like it wants to break out higher, maybe in the micro short term, maybe the next couple of days, maybe a week tops, we can see a little bit push up higher and then maybe resumption of the downtrend. Either way, this is not looking like something to be really bullish about. It's been going down for quite a while now. I can even draw a trend line off of these swing highs right here. And you can see that price is still kind of starting to break outside this downward trend line. So we'll see if it can stay above it. And price also is starting to get back above this support level, the 667. So this was prior support right over here. We had support here, like a small little triple bottom. Support here, fail breakout lower. Price got back above it. If it can stay above this, mid $6 level, I think that's a very good chance for much more higher prices. So we'll see what happens. It looks promising, but it needs to break a couple of things. The first one, it needs to break this downward channel right here, and then we need to see follow through up above this mid $6 level. So it needs to see that continuation towards the upside. If not, you know where the bears are headed. They're trying to make a measure move lower. This is all one leg down right here. If I go and clone this arrow, it's the same size as this one. And, well, same size, just dragged over and move it up to the prior high. It's targeting right around the 522. So you can see that price has been slowly grinding towards that level right here. If it reaches a support it cannot surpass, then the trend can reverse. As right now, it looks like it could be reaching a level that it cannot surpass and stay below it, which is the 667, the mid $6 level, somewhere in the 660s. So if it stays above it and we see continued upside, we might have seen a bottom already because it looks like price did break this downward trend line, which is a good sign for the bulls, and it's getting above that mid $6 level. However, it needs to break this downward trend line pattern right here. If it not, all that can happen is we go back above a little bit higher to the top, and then we just see a rejection towards the downside. So we'll see what happens over here, but it definitely looks more promising in the long term because it looks like price is getting back above that support level. All I see on the daily chart, let's see what else we can find on the weekly chart. Here's a look at the weekly chart. This is the price action dating back to 2022, even a little bit older. So you see that there is this kind of upward trend line in place. You can see that price is bouncing off this upward trend line. So that's why it could be acting as some sort of support. And we do have this downward trend line in place. So we have an upward trend line and a downward trend line. Let me go and move the drawings. So we have this downward trend line in play right over here. And then we have this upward trend line in play right over here. So you see that price is somewhat forming some type of triangle pattern. We're seeing lower highs but higher lows. So we'll see which one can win out. As right now, there's a good chance the bulls can win out. It just needs to stay above the mid $6 level. And then once it breaks that downward channel, like I showed you on the daily chart, I think there's a good chance to break this downward trend line right over here for much more higher prices. If we go back up, find resistance, you know where it's going to go. It's going to go back down to the support line and potentially even break it to reach that $5 and like 20 cents, 30 cents measure move target. So all I see for SoFi Technologies Hasn't been doing much for the past several months now, slowly grinding down, but we are seeing signs that the trend is getting weak towards the downside. We are seeing price get back above the support and break some trend lines, so that's a good sign. We just need to see continued momentum to the upside for the bulls, because if not, this will continue to trend down the way it has been for the past year. So that's all I have for SoFi Technologies on the daily and weekly charts, and most likely I'll give you guys an update sometime in the next week or two. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.